I'm here in the beautiful Waterford Marina Hotel to talk to you about what's happening in the Waterford property market right now. We're here into December and there's a shocking low amount of stock available for sale in Waterford City right now, actually throughout the country. But when we look at what's advertised on DAF today, there are 78 houses for sale in the entire city of Waterford, and of that 48 of those houses are under the 400,000 bracket. Now, it's probably likely, if one was to ring the agents, that some of those are already under negotiation and possibly sale agreed. So I'd nearly discount another 10 or 15 properties there. What does that actually mean for buyers? It means it's a rotten time to be looking to buy a house because there is nothing on the market for sale. What does it mean for sellers? It means it's an opportunity. I would say to anybody sitting on the fence and thinking, I think I'll put my house on the market in January, now's a really good time. It's like anything, it's all about supply and demand. When you have a very small supply and a larger demand, it's likely that you will get a better price and a better outcome. And also, interestingly enough, the stats show that there's quite an uplift in property searches on St. Stephen's Day, probably because people are sitting around having Christmas dinner, little to do, and the house is packed and they realise on Stephen's Day, maybe we need more space, or it's time to make the move. New year, new beginning. So if you're thinking of selling, I'd like to share some tips with you. One, it would be really, really important that your title deeds are with your solicitor. You need to have deeds to send out to the buyer of a property, and sometimes these deeds can take anything from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. We also have had situations where deeds have gone missing, MIA, missing in action. That causes tremendous headaches in a sale. It's important to get your property checked by an engineer in the event that it is a property on its own plot to ensure that the maps match what's registered with the land registry and that there are no issues with rights of way and any issues around boundaries. Believe it or not, it happens a lot. Septic tanks often throw up lots of problems. If the property has its own septic tank and own water, you want to make sure that there is correct planning around the septic tank, that it's in the right place, and that it's got it's been certified and that it's been checked. All these things are really, really important. So if you're on the fence about selling, you could actually get your house in order. I know the weather isn't fantastic and you might think, look, I want my house to look beautiful. But believe you me, when you've got a larger number of people looking and the supply levels are this small, it's an absolute ideal opportunity. If you're worried about actually not having somewhere to move to, then you could actually put your house on the market and advise any prospective buyers that you have to find a property before you can actually sign contracts and close. That actually has worked quite well for a number of our clients. So all in all, is now a good time? Yes, it is. Are people going to be at home with very little to do over the holidays, only chilling out? Are they going to be online looking at houses? I absolutely guarantee you will. So you've got a captive audience and you need to just be thinking about how to get your house in order. And if you are looking for any help, for any information on what kind of things you need to have ready in order to go to market, we're always here to help. In the meantime, I'm here at the Waterford Marina Hotel to do a promo for our amazing festive coffee morning in aid of St. Vincent de Paul. It's 12th of December from 10 a.m. until 12. WLR will broadcast live here from this beautiful hotel. I promise you it's going to be a really fabulous morning. Hope to see you there, and as I always say, slán go fóill.